Hi everyone, and welcome back to Lazy, Hungry, and Broke with Sherry. Today we are doing something that I really shy away from. We're going to make an easy chicken Alfredo pasta bake. First of all, I've never tried Alfredo, to be honest with you. I just always tell them I'm allergic to it. I'm not a huge chicken eater because most of the recipes call for chicken breast. And I don't eat a lot of white meat. I prefer the dark meat. So there's that. And as for pasta, spaghetti, love it. Anything else, don't really try it. So this is kind of going out of my comfort zone. But I have company coming tomorrow. So I thought I'll try something different. So this is again called Easy Chicken Alfredo Pasta Bake. So the pasta, I used this type of pasta, which I have no idea what that's called, but the spirals. And then I've already cooked my chicken and I shredded it in my little chicken shredder. I don't know if you guys have one of these, but they're freaking awesome. You just put the chicken on one. I don't know, can you see yeah. Put it in there. The other lid has it too. You put it together and then you spin it and it gets all shredded. Love it. Anything that's easy, that goes for me. So for this one, I've got everything like that ready. So let's work on the sauce. So if you're going to be baking it or cooking it today, you would want to preheat your oven to 375. I personally am not doing mine until tomorrow, so I'm fine. So I've got, where's this? Yeah. Okay, so the noodles, you want to cook 1 to 2 minutes less than what it calls for because it's going to still be cooking in the oven, right? So there's that. And the chicken, I had 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts that I put in the oven, and in Google, it said for 20 minutes. So I did it for 20 minutes, uncovered, and it wasn't near done. So I don't know where that Google page was from. So it ended up being 40 minutes to make sure it was cooked inside. I'm sure it could have been less, but I don't want to take chances with chicken because I've had salmonella before. And it's not fun. The only good thing about it is you lose weight. But, I mean, there's other ways of losing weight than getting sick like that. So, in this large mixing bowl, it says we have to whisk. So, I have my little Temu whisk. And we want to put in here, I'm reading at the same time I'm talking. We want the Alfredo sauce. So, it calls for 2 cups. This is 410 milliliters. It's so close to 2 cups. So this is what we're using. Oh, I was just checking the expiry date, but we're good. Which should be fine because I just bought it, but you know. So we're gonna use the whole jar. Most people, or some people I guess, would then put some water in the jar and squish it around and get any excess out. I choose not to do that only because the recipe doesn't tell me to do that. And if I'm going to try and make these recipes, I'm really going to try to make it right the first time because, as you know, I've had a couple of fails, but that's all right. That's how we learn, I guess. Okay, so there's the Alfredo sauce. Then we want to add the milk. Calls for half a cup of milk. I did actually use half a cup. I did follow that one for sure. So then we've got the Alfredo sauce, the milk. We want some garlic powder. It probably said how much I want, but I have no idea. So there's the garlic powder. And then we want some Italian seasoning. I don't know. That looks pretty good. Excuse me. Some salt and pepper. There's the pepper. Excuse me. I keep going off to the side because if I leave it here, then I'll try and use it again. Trust me. Okay, not a lot of salt. That I know. Okay, so then we want to make sure we've got everything I'm supposed to in there. We've got the Alfredo sauce, the milk, the garlic powder, Italian seasoning, salt, and pepper. Perfect. Okay. Oh, this is not going to work. Hold on. That's not going to work. It says whisk, so we better whisk it. And I'm assuming this is all that whisk means. But we'll use this one. Right? Because if they wanted us to just mix it, they would have said mix it together. But they specifically said whisk. So that's what we're doing. Oh God, I hope this turns out. Like I said, we've got company coming tomorrow. It's Alburn's 2 aunts and uncle. They invite us over all the time and make the best meals. And Annie, one of Alburn's aunts, she knows how picky I am with food, so she always tries to cook something that I will actually eat and like. Okay, so I've whisked it. I don't know. So then we're to pour in our spiral noodles and our cheese. And then it says to mix it so that everything is covered, but it says to mix it lightly. I don't know what that means, but I guess so we don't break it. I mean, the chicken's already shredded. Huh. What do you think, guys? Is that what it's supposed to look like? Or do we need to add something? You know, the stupid thing I did is when I was writing out all these recipes, and they usually had a picture or a video with them, and I deleted them all. So I have no idea what these are supposed to look like or taste like. But I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? Okay. There we go. So, that is, everything's covered. So then I've got our 9x13 baking dish, and we're going to put all of this in there. Now I did lightly grease it before, excuse me, before I brought it over here. So that's all greased. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if you're supposed to, but if you have seen some of the stuff I've made and it's all stuck to the bottom, you would do it too. Okay. So there we go. Excuse me. Okay. So now there's the noodle part of it done. I am so sorry. They're probably going to ban me from doing this because I cough too much. I don't know. Can they do that? Okay. So then it calls for cheese. Now, personally, they did call for the real Parmesan cheese. You know what? I don't even know where you would buy the real Parmesan cheese. Let's use this side. So I always use this. Ow. Oh, there we go. I always use this. It's already grated. And it's got to taste the same, right? So put some of that on. Just enough to cover it for me because I don't even like this stuff. And then we're going to put some shredded cheese on. Now, it called for 2 types of cheeses, and I didn't write down what cheeses it called for. Not counting the Parmesan. The Parmesan was totally separate, but, so we'll put the cheddar on. I have more cheddar than mozzarella, so that's why we're using more of this up. Hi, Gracie. Gracie likes to stay near me when I'm playing with cheese because it always ends up on the floor. What do you think? Enough? I think so. Maybe a bit more. Okay. So then we're going to put some mozzarella cheese in. From Temu, I also bought a cheese grater. You know, one of the ones that you turn and it grades nice and easy. Love it. Definitely a do-over for that. Like to grate my cheese. Usually I buy it already chopped or grated, but that's not always the best either. It sure costs enough. Okay, so here is our really easy, what is it? Easy chicken Alfredo pasta bake. So like I said, I'm not cooking it today. I'm gonna bake it, cook it tomorrow, whatever you call it. And we'll see what everybody thinks of it, and I'll let you know. You guys have a fantastic day. Bye. Hey guys, okay, so it looks like it turned out really well. You can see I'm serving it with some Caesar salad. But let's see how this looks. Looks nice and cheesy. I just warmed it up today. Here it is. Oh my God. It's good. I like it. And I've never tried Alfredo yet. And they're all saying it's good too. Talk to you later.